Hello, YouTube. Pipe Smoker Cowboy Chris coming at you again. I'm gonna try this again. I had to delete some stuff on my phone, so we're gonna see how this fares. So I've got smoking got Ed Armchair Pipe, as I say, smoking my favorite pipe. This is okay. So this is what I picked up. One of the pipes I picked up at the Columbus Pipe Show. And yesterday, I cleaned it up. And I used some 91% isopropyl alcohol. And the stem on this no-name meerschaum that I picked up for $5 from the Columbus Pipe Show. The stem was oxidized, but when I used the isopropyl alcohol and I kind of soaked this, and then I used a little bit of persuasion, it came off. I mean, yeah, however, it might need a little bit of more work. I don't know. But to me, it's okay. And then I got another used pipe from the pipe show that is meerschaum lined. So, okay. I was like, all right. So, I want to give you some thoughts on the Columbus Pipe Show. And to let you know, this was my first ever pipe show. And let me tell you, let me say that I'm already making plans for next year. Oh, and in it, I've got some Peter Stokkebye's luxury twist flake that I got for free at the pipe show. It was some guy that lost his taste for Virginias. And yeah. Actually, no. Scratch that. This is Peter Stokkebye's luxury navy flake, which is like coin. But anyway, he lost his taste for Virginia, and he was giving some tobacco away. Well, so I got some, and so so yeah, depending on where I'm at next year. I've decided to spend like so depending like I would do like Thursday night, Friday night, and Saturday night, depending. But I did have a good time. I think I probably smoked probably way too much, which we probably all do. But I have allergy, and my allergies Saturday were just kicking my butt, and I stayed home. But however, though, also I have to go in early Sunday morning, go to FedEx. Yeah, that's a whole different story. Yeah, but I wanted to shout out a few people. So, one, good old Brian Duran, Beans 316, came over and we took a little picture, and yeah. Then I saw Mutton Chop Piper, and it's like, okay, I've got to talk to him. And he understands this, and I don't think I'm going to say much. But he asked me something, and I told him. And let me tell you, Mutton Chop is a genuine person. Okay? Because I first met him when I was still in Indiana. He went to a tobacco shop in Bloomington, Indiana, where Indiana University is. And he asked me if he asked me something, and then, I told him. I mean, I'm not gonna really disclose it on here, but let me tell you, that man is genuine. Well, his name is the same name as mine. So, what the heck, And I think he probably spells it the same way I do. So, there you go. And then I saw Kane Rod Piper. Yes, folks. Kane Rod Piper. Yes, I was. Ooh. Let me tell you, I mean, it was great. Seeing Kane Rod Piper and Mutton Chop, they're like the king of YouTube, just like Matches 860 was before he passed. I mean, but Mutton Chop, this is to you, buddy, and I sent you an Instagram message if you see this video. So I'll comment maybe on I'll comment on one of the videos so that you can see this post. But let me tell you, Mutton Chop, you cared. You asked something, and I told you, and I was a little embarrassed too, but you understood. And folks, if you don't think people in the pipe community are genuine, let me tell you, Mutton Chop Piper is very genuine. Yes. So, anyway, and then Kane Rod Piper, I was like, oh, wow. He's like, hey. And he's like, hey, we have to catch up. Which, I'm sorry I didn't catch up with you or Mutton Chop a little bit later on. Because, well, I'm going to be truthful to you guys. I ended up going to the bar. Ended up going to the bar for a little bit, and I had a few more drinks, and then did a few little other things, and then because I had my dad take me there, and then he come pick me up, and he kind of texted me, he asked me what's go. I said, okay, yeah, I'm ready. You know, not because of anything else, just you know. But next year, yeah, and depending on where I'm at and what's going on, yeah, I will. I'm planning and thinking on getting a maybe saying Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday night, depending. I don't know, but I really did enjoy myself and seeing Beans 316, Mutton Chop, and Cane Rod Piper just made it all that much better. And I've I've been in contact with uh, a person that kind of helps do this. So my shouts out to you also to Jeff. Jeff Noel. Because he came kind of a little bit later. Come out and, and I was kind of talking and he said, you're Chris, right? I said, yeah. Because just how I was describing and what was going on with myself. He's like, oh, okay. And I was like, yeah, I'm Chris. Well, I'm like, oh, okay. So, and this, the whole pipe show, it got me out of the house, made me feel good, and yeah, it just, I, I'll go back to the day I die. Yes. However, I was kind of beside myself too, Um, um, so I've got ADD, and that's part of why some of the, why it is the way it is. But I thought, uh, I'm pretty sure I thought I saw, what is it? Easy Piper or Pipin 68 or something like that. Easy Pipin. I think that's what it is. Easy Pipin 68. Which his name is Chris also. If that's who I'm... Oh. Because I seen him there. But, man, I am sorry I didn't get to you. It's just... who I am, the way I am. You know, I just kind of... I don't... But... now it kind of makes me... yeah. I should have gone over. I should have gone over. But I didn't. But hey. It is what it is, but... guys, gals, whoever is watching and hearing this, thank you guys. And I'll let you go, and we'll catch you later. This is Pipe Smoker Cowboy Chris. Stay smoking, my friends. Keep smoking the good stuff. And God bless. And we will see you on the next video.